इस वक्त मेरे साथ मौजूद हैं ईरान के एक मारूफ तज्ज़ियाकार सैयद मोहम्मद हसन मिरांदी, और ये इस वक्त डेलीगेशन का भी हिस्सा हैं जो कि पाकिस्तान में आया है नेगोशिएशन के लिए। प्रोफेसर साहब से बात करते हैं। प्रोफेसर, what exactly is the thinking back in the masses of Iran? Because we are receiving mixed signals. They're happy over negotiations, but if, God forbid, anything that comes out against their wish, what is, I mean, you are analyzing how you are seeing the situation.
There are no mixed messages from Tehran. We're not happy nor unhappy. If the Trump regime abides by its commitments, we will have progress. If it does not abide by its commitments, there will be no progress. We have no insistence on continuing communications if they do not abide by their commitments. We're not afraid of war, as we saw for a month and a half. They murdered Iranian women and children along with their allies and with the help of their regional proxies. Yet they achieved nothing. Our armed forces have struck back, and we control the Strait of Hormuz, and the axis of resistance continues to support the children of Palestine. So everything depends on the United States. If they want progress, then they have to show that they are serious. If they're not serious, we will fly back to Tehran.
One more thing that is very important. Everyone is asking about these questions. What exactly Iran wants from the negotiations? Point one,
Well,
which is
already
non-negotiable.
it is already clear that the United States has made commitments. Those commitments, which your prime minister has himself stated were made, need to be implemented. The Islamic Republic of Iran and the Axis of Resistance, they are unwilling to allow the Americans to make commitments and not abide by them, and then for the Americans to expect our side to make any commitments in return. That is meaningless. Iran is a completely independent country, and it vigorously supports the people of Palestine. And the Americans, of course, support genocide in Palestine. And they are the enemies, the regime in Washington, of the people in our region. So we have no trust in them. And the only way forward is for them to carry out their commitments in a way which is visible to us. Their signature means nothing. The signature of the US president means nothing. The signature of the vice president means nothing. The only thing that means anything to us is implementation.
And how do you see Pakistan's role in everything that is happening right now?
You know as well as I that the cultural, historical, and religious links between Iran and Pakistan are unparalleled in our part of the world. And Pakistan is like a second home to us. We're very comfortable being among our sisters and brothers and comrades here in Pakistan. But at the end of the day, what is important is the behavior of the Trump regime. Either they abide by their commitments or there will be no agreement.
No agreement. And if there are some clauses that are accepted by the Americans and some are not, then what?
The issue right now is that the United States has not even been abiding by the commitments that it has already accepted. And the Pakistani Prime Minister has affirmed that they have accepted those commitments, yet now they're trying to pretend as if they never gave those commitments.
What are those? Can
So
you
I
shortly,
think it's clear.
briefly highlight?
I think the Pakistani Prime Minister has put it in his tweet. We've all seen that. So in order for us to move forward, first, what they've already promised has to be carried out.
So we are starting with Strait of Hormuz control,
No,
then to
no. The Strait of Hormuz is under our control. It will
okay,
always be under our control.
okay.
That is finished.
So what's next?
The United States, those commitments that they've already been made, that have already been made by the United States, it has to carry them out.
This is why I just wanted a little detail about those commitments, if you
Well,
can
I think
highlight.
it's clear. It's the issue of ceasefire. It's the issue of uh, Iranian assets. If the United States said one thing to the Pakistani government and then thinks that they can cheat Iran and not carry them out, then they're just wasting our time. All we have to do is get on the plane and go back to Tehran.
And what about the situation in Lebanon is also being discussed gravely. So
As I
how do
said,
you see Lebanon in the whole
I said
scenario?
the commitments that the United States has already made
Over Lebanon?
has to be. Of course, your prime minister. I said this already.
Because we are not in diplomatic ties with Israel, so you are
Doesn't
not
matter.
as well. So
Doesn't matter. We're talking. We
it's
are.
America who's dealing with Israel on behalf of Lebanon issue.
No. Let's not confuse things. These negotiations are about commitments to be made by both sides. The Americans have committed themselves to certain things, and the Pakistani government has acknowledged that they've made those commitments. The issue is not whether Pakistan has relations with Israel or not. The issue is that the Americans have made commitments and they must carry out those commitments. If they don't, there will be no progress. I think it's very clear. Either they carry out
Even
what
if
they.
one demand is not met, the agreement is not going to happen.
I think it's clear. No, it's clear.
Because the people of Pakistan want to be clear on this. What is going to happen?
I think it's very clear. The Americans have made commitments and they have to carry out those commitments. If there's going to be progress, they have to carry out the commitments that they've already
That's it.
made. It's clear as day.
Do you think the negotiations are going to, get held beyond 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days? What should be the duration
We are prepared to leave today.
today?
Yeah, we have no. We have. There's no interest in among the Iranian delegation for us to stay here if the Americans want to waste our time.
And if you see progress, you can stay here.
It depends, I suppose, on the nature of the progress. That's hypothetically, if they're sincere, if they move forward, then that's one thing. But if they're not, we'll leave.
What's the mood back in the masses of Iran? Last question.
Very, very steadfast, very extraordinary. Iranian people are an extraordinary people. And I think they've amazed the entire world. And they will continue to remain steadfast, and they will defeat the Zionist enemy and their proxies in Washington.
Professor Hassan Mirandi, it was lovely talking to you. And once again, welcome to Samaa's transmission. Thank you very much. We'll be speaking to you again. Thank you so much.